Hi, everybody. Welcome. Wherever you might be from, thank you for joining us. We're just going to give people a few more minutes to jump on.
Good.
All right. We're here with Audrey Hepburn.
Exactly. We've come for dinner. No, that would be breakfast.
At Tiffany's. Awesome. We're here. We've got two little puppy dogs with us. So if you hear some barking or some amens, it's the puppies.
Exactly. And that is not me licking my lips. It's Charlie. Dinner's just finished.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, we just give people one more minute. And I guess because this is happening the day after International Women's Day, I just want to take a second to recognize all of the amazing women who've paved the way for us. Audrey, my beautiful mother, Bonnie, and we've come so far and there's so much yet to come, but we're really stepping into a new time and a new age, the age of Aquarius. And there's a real calling for female power and for just the feminine and the divinity and the grace that the females hold. And it's also within men as well. But we're coming out of this place of masculinity, of competition, and coming into a place of grace. And so just International Women's Day yesterday was such a beautiful day, watching so many people truly appreciate women all over the globe. And the beautiful thing about it is, we can make that every day. It doesn't just have to be one day a year. So awesome. Okay, well, it's 6:01, so let's get started, shall we?
Get going.
All right.
Welcome, everyone. I am so excited and I'm so grateful that you joined us, and there's a lot of you that will be joining us with this as a recording because the timing didn't work for you. Some of you are sleeping, some of you are getting home from work, some of you are getting through the dinner hour. So I want to welcome everyone who's ready to love fearlessly. Yay!
Oh, I am.
I know that it is life-changing, and I believe that this is your very first step and most important step in opening up to your prosperity. I'm an intuitive lifestyle coach, and I specialize in helping you reach your own levels of prosperity. That means living the life of your dreams, of true happiness, that you truly can live full out. I've known the pain of divorce. I've known the pain of losing a soulmate just when I thought I had met the one. I know the joy of loving again, and I know the joy of knowing without a doubt that I'm on my right path and knowing how to adapt as change occurs. And the only thing for sure in life is change. Change comes with growth. And there's a saying that one of my teachers always said, if you're not growing, you're dying. I'm excited and I'm ready to take loving fearlessly to a new level. I'm asking you to stay with us to the end, and then I'm going to invite you with a special invitation to join us at a very powerful, life-changing weekend in May. And now I want to introduce you to Amber Joy. Amber is a life coach. She is a passion test coach and a Kundalini yoga teacher. She's trained extensively under the leadership of Gabrielle Bernstein. She has lived in Japan, Indonesia, Australia, London, New York, and now Vancouver, Canada. And I am so excited because she has a passion for living life to its fullest.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Mom. Yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. It's really a pleasure because not only do we get to hang out with you guys, but also we get to hang out with each other, which is not an often thing for us to be in the same town in the same city. So I'm just trying to figure out one quick technical thing that doesn't seem to want to work with me. So just give me one quick sec here. All right, here we go. Now we're talking. Okay, thanks, people. So today we're here, we're going to talk all about fearlessness, right? And in order to talk about fearlessness, we need to talk about fear, right? And your relationship with fear has everything to do with your love, your money, your relationships, the way that you show up, the way that people feel your presence before you're even speaking. So if fear is steering the ship, if it's got the wheel, then you're never, ever, ever going to get to where you want to go. You'll be a slave to fear, right? You'll be defending your fears and basically just allowing your limitations to set the stage for your life. And we don't want that, right? For a woman to be truly fearless, she has to let go of ego, of attachment, of expectation, and of the past, right? And so I want to get into our first step towards this fearlessness. And the first step truly is to let go of the past. And letting go of the past can be a doozy, right? We've been hurt. We've watched our parents get hurt, our mothers get hurt. We've learned patterns from past relationships, from current relationships. You know, there's something that I once learned that somebody said, I think it was Marianne Williamson, she talks about, you know, when you're in a relationship and you're reacting to something that somebody's done to you, you really have to check in to recognize, are you reacting to this circumstance right here and now? Or are you reacting to past things that have happened over and over and over again? And are you reacting to the whole mass of it, right? And the goal is to let go of all of that past pain so that you can be fully in the moment. And so you aren't reacting, you aren't just being driven by fear. And so we have a choice, right? We can leave this thorn of hurt that's been placed in our hearts. You know, we can leave that there and we can spend our whole lives doing a dance around protecting the thorns so nobody gets near it, so to touch it, and so it doesn't get aggravated and the pain doesn't come up again. But then you're spending your whole life protecting yourself and not living at all. So you have the choice to either do that dance of protection, or you have the choice to just release that thorn and let go. And that will open you up to trust and to love and to prosperity and to the relationship of your dreams. So once we let go of the past, the second thing we have to let go of is attachment and expectation. If you're expecting things to look a certain way and you're attached to certain outcomes and circumstances, often these expectations come from a place of ego, not from a place of your truth. And so if you're waiting, you know, to hear what you expect to hear from a partner or from a person, you know, if you're waiting for somebody to tell you you're beautiful, that doesn't serve you. You could be stuck waiting there forever, but what you need to know is you're beautiful, right? And that was an experience in my own relationship where my partner doesn't really compliment me very often. And it took me a long time. And actually it took me one of my mentors saying, you need to know this prayer. God, spare me the desire to seek love, appreciation, and approval. Because when you're looking for those things, you're not open to all the greatness that is to come. And so, yeah, if you're stuck on attachment and expectation, you're just clinging to something in fear of something else, right? So I have a very close friend, and she's got such a good story in that back in the day, this guy asked her out 10 times. No, 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 still no, 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 right? She said no until finally, kind of out of guilt, she said, okay, fine, I'll go out with you. 15 years later, they've built an entire life together. And, you know, they joke about the fact that she said no 10 times because she couldn't get past what she thought was the ideal relationship, what she thought was the ideal partner. And so you don't necessarily know what it is that you know, if you're coming from a place of ego, you don't know what you need. Your conscious mind will make up all kinds of things, right? We watch TV, we go to the grocery store and we see these magazines in the newsstand, and we watch movies and rom-coms, right? And so your conscious mind can make something up and tell you what you need. But if you actually tap into the subconscious mind and go into that place of stillness and ask yourself, what do you need and desire? Not what you think will make you feel better or what the TVs and movies, you know, tell you, but what do you need? What does the real you, the innermost part of you need? And that's what leads me to the next step, right? And it leads me into, how do you let go? First, you connect to your stillness, that part inside of you, the true you. Some people call it your soul, your true self. You have to connect to that and come from that place first. And so when you strip away the titles, the opinions, the worries, that's when you can be clear. And that's when you can really, truly let go. Because your true self does not want you to feel pain, does not want you to have that thorn stuck in your chest, right? Your true self wants you simply to open your heart. So the second part of letting go is to commit to letting go and releasing it. And the truth is, you're probably going to have to show up day after day after day, right? That's what commitment is. And so for me, like if I'm trying to let go of something, my practice is that I truly, instead of letting go, I call it surrender. And what I do is every single morning on my meditation pillow before I go into meditation, I vocalize it and I just say, I surrender whatever that is that I'm letting go. And every night laying in bed before I go to sleep again, I surrender whatever it is that I'm letting go. That resentment towards that person who hurt me, or that fear of letting somebody know me on the deepest level that I've never gone to before with anybody. Just surrendering up those fears. And another big one too is to call your friends as your witness. And I can't tell you how many times I've called my sister-in-law up in the last couple of years and just been like, this is what I'm letting go of. Hold the space for me, right? We, as women, we have sisterhood. We have these roots that are intertwined and so much support. And so if you need support, you can always reach out to one of us or other people in the sisterhood. But by saying it and sharing it with other people, it helps you to continue to show up for your letting go so that you can step forward and move into greatness. And so, you connected to your stillness, you've committed to releasing, and finally it comes trust. To leave something behind us, to shed our titles, our expectations, our attachments, we need to trust in the flow of life, right? There's this magic that comes when we trust, and that is where fearlessness begins. And trust me, I know it ain't easy, right? Somebody said to me recently, it takes a lot of faith to have faith. And it's so true, right? And so just like your commitment to showing up every day to letting go, you got to show up every day and choose faith. And believe that the right thing will happen, and believe that you'll be shown exactly what you need, and believe that your relationship will grow and flourish and open up in the ways that you need it to serve your soul, to serve your true self. And when you're letting go, it's kind of like peeling back all the layers of an onion. So when you go through this process, there are going to be thoughts, there are going to be old perceptions, old experiences that come up, and it's going to come up in the form of depression. It's going to come up in the form of anger and frustration, and you're going to want to stop, and you're going to want to quit, and you're going to want to wish that you never made it that far. But when those feelings come up that challenge you, that depression, that anger, the hard times, your shadows and your darkness, do not turn around. Keep going. Because that means you're getting closer and closer to your true self, and closer to serving your true self. And so I want to just lead us into a short 3-minute meditation that gets you to that place of stillness, of calmness in your heart, that will just help you with your clear perceptions of your relationships. A clear perception of your relationship with yourself. And so if you're ever upset, or you have a big conversation that you want to have and you're nervous and you feel like you want to come to a centeredness, a clarity, do this meditation to connect to your truth, to connect to your heart. And then you'll be able to act from your full heart. So we're going to do the meditation, and it's a Kundalini meditation. It's called Meditation for a Calm Heart. So sit tall, doesn't matter where you are, just, if you're in the car, don't close your eyes, honey. But sit tall, feel your spine long, feel the energy of your spine starting from the bottom and lifting all the way up through to your crown chakra, the top of your head. And with your eyes closed, just take a few breaths there. And now, you might need to open your eyes for this, sorry. Now, just take your left hand and place it over your heart center here. So your fingers are parallel to the ground. And take your right hand and put it in Gyan Mudra. This is your index finger, and that's your inner wisdom. That's your connection to the wisdom of the world, yourself, global consciousness. So with your right hand just next to you with Gyan Mudra, your left hand on your heart, eyes closed now. Take a really deep inhale breath, slowly and deeply, truly just focusing on the breath. And at the top of the breath, extend the breath. Hold it there as long as you can. And then exhale slowly, just focusing on the smoothness of your breath. And when you're fully exhaled, extend the breath, hold all the air out, fully empty. And then inhale again. Hold the breath, extend it, feel peace and calm, and exhale. Hold the breath out, and then inhale. And continue this breath, slow, long breathing, holding it on the inhale and the exhale. You can take the focus to the third eye point, the seat of intuition between your eyebrows. And just stay with your breath, feeling your connection to your heart. Imagine that you are nothing but your breath. This is the essence of who you are. Everything else just falling away. And take an inhale in and exhale out. Another deep inhale in. Exhale out. And slowly just open your eyes when you're ready. Just noticing what that feels like when you're just quiet and there's nothing there but you and your breath. I love this meditation, and I'll send you guys actually a full recording of it, because you can do it for beginners. 3 minutes is great, but ideally to do it for 11 minutes is so beautiful. It's such a calming, recentering meditation. And you know, one of the next steps that leads you to fearlessness is strengthening your intuition. And so meditation is like, it's funny, like it's becoming such a trend. I love it, it's amazing. But one of the most powerful things that comes from a regular meditation practice is heightened intuition. Because when you meditate, when you train the mind and you create stillness in your mind, you're basically clearing out the trash can of your subconscious. And so when the trash can of your subconscious, it's like your computer. When your computer is like full, then you can't, things run slowly. You don't know what's going to happen next because it might just crash on you, right? That your mind is the exact same thing. So through meditation, that's how we clear out. And when there is none of that garbage in there that isn't serving you, you have a heightened intuition. And so Kundalini Yoga works wonders for this. Also, it can break through so many blocks and so many past fears and self-doubt and just so many incredible things. And so I'm super excited about our Starting Over retreat in Puerto Vallarta in May, because I'm going to be there and we're going to be doing Kundalini Yoga every single day, breaking through tons of blocks and going deeper into heightening your intuition, connecting with your true self, just shedding all of the layers of the onion so that you get down to the true you. So yeah, that's what I want to share with you guys on fearlessness. And now, Mom, I'll pass it back over to you.
Thanks. Thanks, Amber. That was awesome. I want to share with you a few more things. And my apologies for the phone ringing in the background.
Oh, yeah.
It never rings. I don't answer it. It's just a sales call. But in life, stuff just comes up.
And you got to be resilient, right?
So, fear. Do you know that fear is your gift? And you must go through the process that Amber spoke about. And I often say to people, if I were not afraid, I would. Finish that sentence, because you know exactly where you're meant to be. If I were not afraid, I would. And often fear shows up just when there's something very, very good. And when you realize that you have fear, and then you take the steps that Amber just talked about, and you go through it, you will walk through into your own fearlessness. And that is when you go through that you have your own breakthrough. So let me talk to you a little bit about love. Everybody wants it. Everybody craves it. Everybody has it. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about love. At our girls' night outs, and it's a time when we get together and we have a really good time, I always like to focus on dare to love, dare to live. It goes hand in hand. And so I want to challenge you to take your dreams to a whole new level. This is the time that you can bring everything, all the blessings into your life. You live one life. I say that all the time. Those of you who know me, you live one life. Bring the blessings in. Bring the love in. But you must do what we just taught you to do and continue to repeat it. Now you must consider surrounding yourself with love. In order to do that, step one is loving you. Pay attention. When's your energy drained? What lifts you up? Surround yourself with that. I want to talk to you a little bit about journaling. And please, tonight, start it. I want to challenge you to journal about you. And for the next 30 days, I want you to journal 10 things that you appreciate about you. I ask you to do that on an ongoing basis.
That's good.
It might be simple. I appreciate that I love people. I love people a lot. I am grateful that I know when I need to spend time by myself. I am grateful that, I don't know, whatever that is. You might be grateful for your eyes that have a light in them. You might be grateful for your smile. You might be grateful for your heart that got you up those long flight of stairs. I'm grateful. I broke my toe a month ago, but I'm grateful I still have a foot. I don't know. What are you grateful for about you? When you can love and appreciate yourself the way you are now, you will start to grow. So, next question. Write this down. You do not have to answer it now, but please, in order for it to do the efficiency that it can for you, please do this in 24 hours. Who are the top 5 people that you spend your time with? Write down those names. Who are the top 5 people in your life that you spend your time with? Now I'm going to ask you a question that when I first heard it, I thought it a little strange, but I've come to understand it. And this is to stretch you. With those 5 people, you might write Mary. Beside Mary, write down what her qualities are that you absolutely love. Then you might write Pam. By the way, happy birthday, Pam. One of our dear friends.
Happy birthday, Pam.
Do a lot of work together, and I know she's so dedicated. She's on here, and it's her birthday. I sure hope you're celebrating right after. So I want you to think about this. Are you the strongest? Are you the kindest? Are you the most successful? Are you the most loving? Are you the most spiritual? Are you the most of all your friends? Because if you are, I'm going to challenge you to go get some more teachers and kick it up a notch. Keep those friends, but surround yourself. And I never got what that meant until I got and understood the fact that sometimes we can get so comfortable that we don't stretch ourselves to reach higher. And when you're reaching higher and getting stronger, you're meeting more people along the way and you're loving more. So, next question. What about the girlfriends? The ones you call, the ones that are always there. What are the qualities that you desire your friends to have, your closest girlfriends? What are those qualities? Please write those down. You're going to need, you've written down the question, you're going to need some space to fill that in after. If you don't do it, you're cheating yourself. If you do it, good for you, because you're growing. So, my question is, you're going to write down the qualities you want your girlfriends to have. Are you willing to be that? And I want you to ask that question. Because if there's any area you're not willing to be, do not expect for one moment that they can be that.
That's good.
Let's look at your partner. Those of you who have a life partner right now. And let's talk to those of you who maybe want one, that romantic partner. What are the characteristics that you want them to have? Coming from your inner self, not, I guess when I say not the ego, but if you want somebody that's healthy and in good shape, you better be willing to be that person. What qualities do you want your partner to have? And write those down. You can probably find about 10 if you get creative. You get a little sassy and you can flirt with it a bit and have fun. You don't have to hand this homework into anybody. Anybody. This is your stuff. So what is it that you want that romantic partner to have? And again, truth time. Are you willing to be that? Because if you're not willing to be that, ladies, you're not about to get it. I'm so excited because I believe we are in that age of Aquarius. We are in that age of freedom. We are in that age of being able to bring true abundance and love at its biggest level into all of our lives, into your life, into my life. We are there. So look at the list that you have. Are you willing to be that? Girls, life is so much more attractive when you surrender to living your dreams. And, just recently I had a birthday. I guess it wasn't that recent, but kind of recent.
Yeah.
I had a birthday, and something that I do every year is I look back and I look at my vision board, and those of you who've worked with me, I'm adamant about having a roadmap for where I'm going, and I had to tell myself the truth. I got caught up in other people's stuff. And it's like when you're loving fearlessly, you know, I was playing in my own play, on my own stage. You are the key player in your own play, in your own movie. And sometimes people are needing you here and needing you there, and you go over onto that movie stage and you go onto another movie stage, and then someone says, oh my gosh, Amber, I really need your help over here. So you're over onto that movie stage. It's 1 year later, and I found myself, oh my gosh, I didn't even finish the movie, and I was playing the #1 part. When you love yourself enough to respect yourself, when you love fearlessly, you will begin to live into your dreams. And there are some steps, and I know what some of that fear feels like when you take that step. And watch the momentum begin to follow you. When you are committed to loving fearlessly, you are committed to living your dreams. You are worth more to your world when you are ready to love fearlessly. And I know a lot of you know this poem. Marianne Williamson has wrote about it in her Course in Miracles, but I felt today like I wanted to share it with you. So you can shut your eyes, open your eyes, but I want you to feel it in your heart. We are powerful beyond measure. It is our light and not our darkness that frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not? You're a child of God. And your playing small does not serve the world in any way. There is nothing enlightened about thinking and shrinking down so that other people feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine. As children do, you can. You were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within you. It is not just within some of us, it is everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give to others the permission to do the same. And as we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. When you hear me say, know your passions, help us find your passions, live your passion, live your best life. I want to invite all of you to come and spend a weekend with us, and with you.
Yeah, with the true you.
This weekend, I guarantee you one thing. You will not be the same after. It will change your life, and your life will get bigger. You're going to receive an email from us after this recording, and you will have the dates. It's in May, the 13th to the 16th. We'll give you the details. You're going to have that. We are doing it in Puerto Vallarta. Some of you may say, why Puerto Vallarta in May? The reason is, it has been studied that there are many energy vortexes in Puerto Vallarta. And that is the time, that's the time when people go get crazy and do all that. But it's also a time when people come to spiritual retreats in this place, that you will feel an energy that is so powerful, and you will feel spirit within you in a way that you have never felt before. So this weekend will change your life. And we only take a few of you because we want to get to know you intensely in a beautiful way. So when you get that email, you've got 48 hours to respond. You're going to have so many gifts. And our gift is, we get to spend a weekend with you. You get to spend a weekend and create your very best life and take it to a new level. You'll shine in your life. You will love fearlessly and watch prosperity begin to flow into your life like it has never flowed before. I hope to see some of you in Calgary. I'll be there at our Girls' Night Out next week. If it's something you want to host in your area, please let me know. Come back with us to our next Google Hangout in April on effective journaling. We love you. Love fearlessly.
Yes. Thank you for joining us, and we'll send you all that information. And also, I'll send you a recording of that meditation so you can do it for longer and make it your practice if you want. I love to invite people to do it for 40 days and notice what changes in your heart. So thank you very much for joining us. Have a beautiful evening. We love you all, and we'll see you very soon.
Awesome. Maybe can I just add in, Amber, you know, set your intentions and expect to be blessed. Expect to love fearlessly. See you soon.
All right. Thanks.